What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be visiting 3 different properties. It's been a while since I've done kind of like a day in the life or take you guys with me, so that's what I'm going to do. And I got to go pick up some signs and work on a few other things. Each property has different tasks that I need to get done, so I'm gonna take you with me and I'll break down the numbers a little bit on each house and just talk about the good and the bad that's happened, because each deal has their own struggles. All right, guys, first stop of the day, we are here in Spring, Texas. This is a Novation deal, and I'll break this down in another video. I'm gonna break down the whole deal, the Novation process, how we got this lead, everything about this deal, because this is actually our very first Novation, and we are closing today, which is why I had to pick up the sign. I gotta go get my lockbox. I'll give you guys a quick walkthrough, but Novations are just a investing strategy that you can use, and because we were able to use this tool in our tool belt, we were able to profit a decent amount of money and lower our risk of involvement in this deal. So let's go take a look, but I'll show you guys the outside really quick. First thing I like to notice, guys, we are in a really nice neighborhood, right? So this is the neighborhood, this is the house right here, and the only thing that we really did to the exterior was we touched up this paint up top. Not a bad color, it just had been half painted. The garage was painted but the house wasn't, so it was a whole thing. Now in the back here we have a decent sized lot, a lot of mature trees, but as you can see the AC is not the best shape. Roof decent, just a little aged, and we, like I said, we cleaned up the paint. But let's go take a look inside. All right, so when we walk in, big open floor plan, and the house has granite tile throughout. So as you all can see, it's not a bad home, it's just not really up to 2024 standards, just a lot of the browns, the tans, but I mean stainless steel appliances, everything, double pane windows, like all strong features that made this house, you know, a good sell. Which we went on market, and in this market you never know how things are gonna sell. We went under contract in under 5 days, which is insane, but we priced the property really well, and that's why. Nothing like super fancy, but still a nice home that you would move into. It reminds me of my home, my personal residence, when I first bought it, because it was very similar to this in the condition. The reason that I had to stop by this property is, number one, I needed to pick up my wife's sign, get my lockbox, and number two, just make sure that the home is completely vacant. See, we were actually supposed to close last week. We had clear to close, but it was Thanksgiving, so we had delays. We were still waiting on a lien to get paid off, and because of that, over the Thanksgiving break, we actually had 2 people break in with their small child. They caused some damage. I'm actually gonna put the video up right here so you guys can see the walkthrough of what it looked like. Now, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but in Texas, it can be a little bit scary because we have what is called squatters' rights. If you guys remember my last videos, you know, about the last situation that I had with a squatter, it took us almost 6 months to get this guy out of the house. Luckily, when the cops showed up, they did remove them. And the seller is still involved because, like I said, we basically partnered with her on this deal. So luckily she came by. My cleaners live in the neighborhood, so they were able to get everything cleaned up yesterday. And then we just did an amendment to push back closing till today. And I was able to get my painters in to repair the ceiling that they damaged, but this is a part of real estate. So this is this deal. Next, we have to go to another flip that I have going on. I don't think I've ever even showed you guys this house, but I've had a lot of problems with that one as well as every deal, but let's go take a look at it too. All right, we just pulled up to stop number 2. This is a flip that I purchased probably 6 months ago, and it's just kind of been sitting because we've been playing catch up a majority of this year and just trying to manage funds in, because as you guys know, flipping is a very cash intensive business. And initially when I bought this home, I bought it from an out-of-state wholesaler, and my plan was to just literally turn around and flip it as is. We bought it for $130,000, and my plan was to turn around and sell it for $160,000. Now, the time that I was trying to sell it was when interest rates were still going up, so I wasn't able to find a buyer like I initially planned. And before I could even get the buyers inside the home, we had a break-in, another break-in. I know this happens a little bit too often. We had a break-in, I think it was some teenagers or a homeless person, but basically they vandalized the entire home. I'm about to show you guys a walkthrough, and then I'm gonna show you some pictures as I'm doing the walkthrough as well, so you can see You know, they just basically wrote a bunch of racial slurs and just like offensive things. They broke 2 of my sliding doors. Those sliding doors alone are going to cost me about $1,000. So $2,000 worth of damage just there. Like I said, I was planning on just selling the house as is. So once the people saw the damage, they were a little bit turned off. But let's go take a look. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, guys. So dealing with more problems. This is the house where the fucking teenagers or homeless, whoever keeps fucking breaking in. So we came and installed a camera, but they just fucked my shit all up. Broke, you know what I'm saying? I wrote all this shit on the walls, spray painted this. So we got power on. We're gonna leave power on overnight. My guys are here trashing more shit out. We're gonna board up the windows. It just really sucks because I was gonna just throw this property back on the MLS, but now they keep causing more damage. So I'm gonna have to rehab it a little, but part of fucking being in real estate. Luckily, the house actually doesn't need that much. The sellers left it in great condition. Floors, paint. I'm gonna redo a shower, some countertops, call it a day. And it sucks because we flipped another house in this neighborhood and I didn't have any problems, but just another day. All right, so first things first, this is the house, guys. We're sitting on a huge corner lot. I think I've told you guys this in the past, but most of the flips that we've done have been on a corner lot, like at least like 60 to 70% of them. I'll show you guys the neighborhood though. It is a great neighborhood for a first-time home buyer. It is a more Hispanic area, and this neighborhood does not have a HOA or deed restrictions, which is really good when you're going to sell a home. Hispanic people love it because they typically do a lot of weird additions, or they'll have multiple family members move into the home. So benefits all around. I like this area because we've actually done one other flip a couple streets over, and even the flip numbers, I think I told you guys we bought this home for 130, completely fixed up. I should be able to sell it for around 240. So we still have a lot of equity. I've just been trying to do quicker flips. But let me show you guys, like, even in the last week, I've had more damage. Like, fucking teenagers in the neighborhood or whoever just keep breaking windows and breaking shit. It's the most annoying part. And now I'll show you guys, I have cameras up, and cameras only do so much, because I know people are always like, well, why don't you have cameras? We do have cameras. We don't do them on every flip, but we do have cameras. It just deters people. But if they want to fuck up your shit, they're gonna fuck up your shit. So it is what it is. This is the first thing you can see. They just keep throwing shit, breaking the windows. So I got to send my fucking glass guy. They broke this window, which it looks like they threw paint or putty or something. And then on the side of the home, we'll go back here. You can see there used to be an AC unit there. So they stole that. Look, you can see they've been trying to steal the copper out of the home again. Just fucking people that don't have things to do, bro. This is the reality of real estate. Now, I want to show you guys the exterior of the property because it's a little weird. We actually had another addition. When I bought the home, there was actually a garage here that the old sellers had added. There was no connection to the actual house. It was basically falling down, which when it starts to happen, that's going to pull weight on the house, right? So we just went ahead and tore that down because it was going to cost me, it cost me like $800 or $1,000 to get it tore down. It was going to cost like $2,000 to fix it. So I was like, yeah, let's just get rid of it. It's not going to matter. And you're going to have the extra parking here. But we just turned the old, because this was an old dead space. So initially when the house was built, this was a garage. So we just are trying to take everything back to original, and we did lose some square footage because of that, but the functionality and the functionability of the home will be a lot better. All right, guys, so like I said, we closed in the garage in here, and then this is still some of the vandalized, which, like I said, we're gonna put pictures up. They spray painted a window. They broke this window. That's not gonna be cheap. They broke this door and this door, which I don't know why we have 2 sliding doors, but I gotta fix those. But paint is almost complete. We just gotta match texture. They stole, I had a new inside HVAC system. The condenser I was gonna have to replace, but this was actually brand new. They stole it, but it is what it is. We have brand new PEX plumbing throughout. We've painted the cabinets. We just got some touch up. I'm not doing appliances till last, and I'm gonna put trackers on my appliances because I don't trust them here. We have the dining area. And so my guys are finishing up paint. They should be done in here today or tomorrow. And then after that, we have AC my roof, which was supposed to start today as well, but because of the weather, we weren't able to start. Yeah, it's just, it's been one problem after the next, and that's the only thing. Like the last neighborhood we were in, you know, even though somebody broke in, that's very rare that that happens in a neighborhood like that. Break-ins and theft, it's very common in neighborhoods like this, just because there's a lot of truck stops and things in the area that just bring in a lot of people that do not live in the area. There's a lot of homeless people. Even though this is a good neighborhood, I think when somebody's living in the home, they shouldn't have any problems, but it's just part of living on this side of town and being in this area. So to each his own. I'm not gonna be living here, so I don't really care. But we're still gonna put out a beautiful product for the people, and yeah, then we will be done. I'm ready to be done with this property. I know it's gonna sell fast, so that's the only positive, but instead of wholesaling it, I have to do a full flip now. So it is what it is. Now let's go to our next stop. All right guys, next stop of the day, we are actually here at the new builds, as you guys can see. The main reason I'm here is for two things. Number one, I forgot my sunglasses the other day. I am a stickler for my sunglasses. I do not play. I have very sensitive eyes. So I'm coming to pick up my sunglasses. And number two, we gotta make sure that the meters were installed on the Nichols project as well. So let's do that. First mission, score. All right, so it looks like we've been working on the gas connection. We're about to get the meters in. We got everything marked up. And look at this. So today is a big win, guys. We got power on, green tag approval, off to a great start. Now, we were just here last week. Let's see what type of updates have been made. We have flooring in, a little bit of trash buildup. Look at this, guys. Look at this. We're almost there, guys. We're like a week out, if not even. Like, I think we'll be done by the weekend. So excited. If you guys remember, they were working on the backsplash, so they got that done. Everything looks so good. Island, half bath. Let's go see upstairs. So once we get carpet done up here, man, that's really the biggest thing, which that'll take a day maybe. We still have to get the railing for the patio. And then in here, we have the tile done. Still waiting on the tub, glass door. I mean, this shower, and I just really need you guys to understand how big this shower is. I am a 6'4", 300-pound plus male, and I have plenty of room for activities, if you guys know what I mean. I'm so happy to almost be done and to have power on. Just gotta get some vent covers. I love these windows so much. It brings in so much light. Power in here. Everything tiled, shower's been done. All right guys, and that pretty much wraps up my day. After this, I have to go pick up my daughter, but I hope you guys understand that this is not easy. I am 9 years into real estate, so when you guys see me moving around doing novations and flips and new builds, just understand it's been a process, and I've learned a lot of lessons along the way, and that's why I'm taking you guys with me. But if you guys made it this far in the video, I genuinely appreciate you. If you guys have any questions about anything I talked about today, drop a comment or shoot me a message on Instagram. But until next time, guys, peace.